这期应该是第2本书的最后一章，也就是 Chapter 14。开始前可以确认一下，目前第2本书还差一个了，就完成第2本书有这么一个成就。然后第1本书、第2本书一共是31个，现在是24个，算上那一个就是25个，所以第1章还缺6个。当然不是每一个都现在需要打，有些是跟老的章节有关系的，所以需要一口气冲过去。它意思就是比较晚的、比较容易做的就先做掉，这样以至于不至于说是要冲完了。是哪6个呢？哦 ，Something went wrong. Fuck off. 还 went wrong. 机旁又抽风了？不会吧？是我断网了还是怎么样？打开了，这边打开了。一篇指南打开了，行了。从 Book 1序章开始啊，序章首先是这个接生，帮助接生孩子，这是一个这个当然可以做，但现在没必要，因为其实也比较麻烦。然后第1章有一个聆听别人说话，不要打扰他们。然后第二章只有准备呢，无所谓。第3章有一个和 Fred 当敌对啊，这是一个，这样就3个。然后第5章有一个 Wisen up before you cause a great disaster， 就是你作为 Jack 的时候，你可以不放火，可以决定不去那个放火烧这个教堂啊。虽然我不知道会发生什么事情，这是一个，这样第4个了。还有第5个是take every opportunity to teach Martha how to use your slingshot， 就是教那个玛莎用这个不能叫弹弓，就那玩意儿。但这个是有前置条件，就第3章你就要给展示我。第3章和玛莎一起在那个洞窟里的时候，你就要用这个东西射3次，让他看到这个东西，然后第5章才能给他。是这样就5个了，最后一个是比较快的，就第6章的。第6章在那个主教 Eleanor 家里的时候，你可以把他那个杯子、盘子或者刀随便拿一个，就能达成这个小偷，或者说有机会偷就偷东西，这个成就。但另外一个就是把这3个东西全部给它摆回原位。之前做了那一个，所以还缺另外一个，这个可以补一下，也许比较快。当然了，14章优先。一开始就秀恩爱了，也没别的事情能干了。Talk to Jack。
One day we'll tell everyone everything about her, Sally. All of them.
Everyone, everything. 现在还不能说了，是吗？不能说，早晚也会发现的。开始回忆了。It's good we didn't tell anyone. Maybe we should have told everyone.
It's good we didn't tell anyone. I'm glad for every moment we stole away from the world, while we still could. Jack! Oh, what is he doing in there? Jack!
他衣服已经换了是吧？职业已经换了，现在已经变成一名 monk 了。你这个职业，我觉得转职转错了。当什么 monk？ 这衣服太不适合你了。
Jack.
At least I still have my hair.
At least I still have my hair. 那些不是秃头了是吧？是因为是和尚，所以一定要剃的那个头发。
Where can we go from here?
Anywhere we want.
What is this?
I told you I had a surprise for you. Remember? This is it.
What is it?
什么？
It's a first version of a fulling mill.
It's fulling the cloth all by itself using the motion of the water wheel.
Yes. What do you think?
这不是
You'll be able to sell even more cloth, not just wool, like you wanted to.
I won't be sailing in war anymore. It's a brilliant invention. 对啊，这是发明了。
It's a brilliant invention. It's what I always wanted.
Then why do you look so sad?
William Hamley, because there will not be another market.
William Hamley.
We will go someplace else then, where he won't find us.
He will find me, wherever I go.
You can't just give up.
I'm not giving up. And I'm not running away. And because I'm not running away, there is something I have to tell you. It's not what I want to do. It's what I have to do.
I will get married to support Richard. Richard? Richard, 那个 Richard. We can't meet again, not like this. I wish things were different. I love you, I do. 靠，这能在选什么？先选个这个，我感觉4个都要说，
I wish things were different.
很可能都要选一遍。
What things?
果然。
I'm getting married. To support Richard.
To whom?
那肯定，那肯定不是你啊，否则他跟你说这个嘛。
Burn down anything that I build up. This is the only choice I have. My husband will pay for Richard's expenses. It's the only way my brother can protect our people.
I will marry you.
Tell him how you truly feel. Hide feelings to make clean break. 那肯定要选这个。
This is not about what I want. William Hamley did not kill all those people because the bishop told him to, or because of Philip. He did it because of
对
me.
对，这是对的。
I need money to support Richard.
威勒人都觉得他这事情干的是畜生，不应该干的。
Any husband?
Any husband?
Jack,
紧张。
this is not just about you and me anymore.
It used to be.
Because I was irresponsible. I am the daughter of the Earl of Shiring.
No, you are not. You were once.
What do you want me to do? Run away and live in a forest? Just you and me?
Yes. What's wrong with that?
Tell him he is right. Tell him he is selfish.
Do you think I want this? Did you not see what happened here in Kingsbridge?
You know I did.
But you hid for days while we buried the dead. What for? To build a machine we can't use? Just doing what you feel like is not the most responsible choice.
Who do I owe being responsible?
We owe Kingsbridge, Jack. And I owe my family and my people.
And what about me?
吵架了。
You became a bloody monk.
Bloody monk. Bloody monk.
It's the only way they would let me stay.
I know.
Bloody monk 开心啊。
I am sorry, Jack. If you love me, let me fight the only way I can.
是我没法选，我现在是 Eleanor 主视角，我只能帮他做选择，我又不能帮 Jack 做选择。Leave， 对啊，选没东西可选。
Who is it?
什么
What?
？Mary
Who are you going to
啊
marry?，
答案是 Alfred，他现在还不知道，答案是 Alfred。这还能选呢？那我如果不选 Alfred 呢？选这个，选 Alfred 感觉
It's not important.
Jack 会很生气。
Please. Don't you think I deserve to know?
ああ残酷だなこのゲーム。这已经定了，为什么？
He has steady income from the houses he builds in Shiring and Winchester. And he is a master builder
可以
now.
这几句话太残酷了，这几句话太残酷了，对他来说。就要结婚了，可是对象不是你，真是太遗憾了。这本身就是个
Dear
梗。
Francis,
这个 Francis
I long for the day you can read all the letters I've written.
只是消失了是吧？可能还活着
Once
呢。
you asked me if I often think of our
我以为
parents.
他已经挂了。Once you ask me, I do。再然后又切回来。
I do. And I often think of the day they were killed.
啊，这章结束反正就是
And of how
Eleanor
Abbot
走人了。
Peter took us in. Peter raised us and taught us about God.
Peter，
We grew up in the safety of the monastery. Only now have I begun to understand that outside the priory, the
我操！
continued every single day.
虫子画的挺难 ，express about that God cares, express doubt that God exists。
I have come to believe that if God existed, he would not allow all the pain and bloodshed. A few days ago, William Hamley and his men attacked us. Many died by their hand. And among them is Milius. First, I believed I had brought the devil to Kingsbridge, for I thought I had seen him in Lincoln. The last few nights I did not sleep. I was afraid that in my dreams I might flee from his grasp in blind terror toward the river and drown like Prior James did. But I know this is not the work of the devil, but of man. But then, where is God?
Well, what about Peter told us was wrong 啊，这还是 about， 肯定 about。Peter told us was wrong. Most of what told us was right. Right. 这两句意思其实都可以，都是对。
Most of what Abbot Peter taught us was right. For he taught us about living in seclusion, away from sin, away from want, away from the world that turns man against man. I know I blamed you for what happened after we got involved with Bishop Wayland. I do not anymore. But I blame our church and men like Wayland, because they involve themselves in the bloodshed. As Peter taught us, I will go into seclusion.
Seclusion.
The answers I seek are not out there. Maybe I will find them in here. Where are you, Francis?
Put that away!
谁啊 ？Alan。
Stop it immediately! No, Jack!
啊，我懂了 ，Jack 要跟 Alfred 打架了，这也可以理解的。我操，还真打起来了。Alfred 应该不愿意打他，他其实早就已经看到了。
Jack! No, this is not what we do! Get off me, you freak! No!
我操！
Jack!
Take him away. Lock him up.
毕竟还未成年 ，Priory Sale， 这视角切换的真快。啊，视角切换了 ，Find a way out， 还有老鼠。毕竟还未成年，未成年已经干成很多30岁的这个宅男还没干成的事情了，很了不起的。就因为太了不起了，所以应该在这里多待一会儿。Not worth trying 啊，Bo, they fed me like a dog and you ate anyway。干嘛？什么？War。Philip locked me like an animal。干嘛？没用啊，点了。可能要这种。
It's all useless.
那你干嘛？对自己用吗？
No. It's all useless. No.
那不是什么都不能干了吗？ Find a way out 怎么 find a way out？ 啊，原来如此。
The water duct runs right under the cell. Look for a loose stone in the floor. It'll sound hollow.
What? How do you know that?
这是实心的。
Doesn't sound hollow.
还是实心。这也太小了吧？那只有这款了。
No, it'd be too small to escape through anyway.
对呀、我也想问这个问题。那只能是这个。好，这好像有一点点不一样。
This could be it. The cracks are too narrow to pry it out with my hands. The bowl would crack. The slab's too heavy.
好，然后这个
That's what you get for helping to build walls. They put one right in front of you. No, I just want to get out, then walk away and never come back. I don't think so. No, I just want to get.
我知道了，但你们也没法把这打开。
That won't work. The cracks are too narrow to pry it out with my hands.
所以呢，
I won't fit through there. No, I might need it. If I hit someone, I'll be in here even longer. That won't work. With that hole, I could lift the slab out. She was right.
Alan 在这儿，怎么他们两个人走了呢？
Jack, tell me, was it about Eleanor? I know about you two. I have known for a long time.
And how did you know how to get out of that cell? How did you know?
Your father. He was locked up in there as well.
Was he a monk?
No. They said he was a thief, but he was not.
Is it true then? What they say?
That he was hanged in shiring?
Yes, but he was innocent.
How? How did it happen?
Someone here in Kingsbridge gave him a jeweled cup and told him he could go. A mile down the road, he was arrested and accused of theft. It was like a game to them. They said he had stolen that cup from the Priory.
Who said that?
3 men. He managed to escape the way you did, but they caught up with him. They hanged him in shiring.
Who were those men?
It does not matter. It is all in the past now.
Once you told me my father was a jongleur, that he came from France.
Came from
That
France.
is what he told me.
Who was Jack's father? Inspect. Rumors about Jack's father early summer of 1141. According to Jack's mother, rumors about his father are true. He rarely was hanged for theft in shiring. Yet Alan claimed that Jack Sherburgh was no thief. She is convinced that 3 men were responsible for his death. These men gave him a jeweled cup from the Priory of Kingsbridge and later arrested him for theft. Alan does not want to talk about the men responsible for Jack Sherburgh's death. Who were they? And though she had been in love with a French jongleur, the circumstances of how he had come to England and where he had come from remain in mystery ever to her.
You want to leave?
What if I have family there? There must be someone who remembers Jack Sherburgh, right?
I knew this day would come.
I'm not a monk.
I know.
And I can't work here with Alfred.
等等，然后离开的是他吗？
You really love her, don't you?
啊，离开的是 Jack 是吧？不是阿莲了。
You truly
啊，这有
are
可
his son, Jack Jackson. This place is too small for you. After your father died, I went into the forest to get away from it all. But if you live like an animal, then they treat you like one. Do not let them ever find your way in the world. And when it leads you back to me, I want to hear lots of new tales.
Of course.
Those that killed your father, the people they killed, will return to haunt them. I promised them.
Wayleran disrespects you. After all I've done for him. Why rely on him for salvation? There are many priests, many bishops.
Maybe. But you are not making decisions for me either, Walter. No one is. If the Lord wants me to support Wayleran, he will let me know.
And what if he does not? What then? Will you allow Wayleran to order you around?
我操，火！这是那个谁 ，William 的老母还没被毒死，但也看也差不多了，是吧 ？Back in Kingsbridge， 这样 Jack 就要走了是吧？还是说已经走了？哦，艾莲娜是吧？要准备结婚了呀！干嘛呢？干嘛要难道操纵吗？不用操纵。谁啊？啊，懂了。妈搞得跟妹一样，你还要再回来？别回来，走了呀。扔干嘛 ？Close the door, it's cold. Close the door. 啊，现在又变回雅利安了，对。你看这个东西你就知道是谁的。Fireplace made this house. You need a decent roof, he said. First profit. Loom. Emblem.
I shouldn't weave with the door open. The draft will kill me. Whew, it's getting cold.
Next morning, someone knocking on door. Who's knocking? 这感觉已经没有必要点砸沙发东西了。Alfred， 好，他。
Yes?
I'm sorry for disturbing you on an important
Important day.
But have you by any chance seen Jack since?
啊 ，Jack 已经走了是吗？我觉得应该还没走，
Something
还
happened?
是躲在某个地方跑了
He's
呢。
gone. We've been looking for him all morning.
Show your feelings. Show your feeling.
He's gone?
Well, yes, and I'm afraid it is my fault. I had him locked away. But in the end, I just punished anger with wrath.
Wrath.
We've all failed him.
No, I am the one to blame, and I pray to make it right again. My monks are already trawling the woods. I myself will go to shiring, while Martha is taking a horse to a cave he used to know. Please, don't let this spoil the
First day of your marriage.
when there should be only reason to rejoice.
Thank you.
Three days later. 这就
Still
Alfred.
haven't found him. How long has it been?
Three days.
Well, I think he's gone for good. I love him like a brother. But first he tries to kill me. Then he runs off, worrying his family's sick.
Are you hungry? I think I'll prepare some food.
Great. I'm starving.
Come on. Make first portage for your husband. Make first portage. 还有这种的任务了，见了鬼了吗？
Where are you going?
找 Jack 去。
Oh, nowhere. I just needed some more herbs for the soup.
Huh? I think everything you need's here.
"干嘛啊？拿起来就结束了。2 days later， 啊，这拿起来结束。
We've been married for what? A week?
你们这个 marriage 也是可以的。5 days。
5 days.
That's almost a week. Yet we still haven't.
Haven't
You know.
what? You know. You have been keeping your distance. 紧张。
Oh, I'm sorry. I want this to work, but I need time.
It's all right. Sometimes you look at me like you think your husband isn't a good man. But I am a good man. You'll see.
这故事也 finish another portage for you， 还来。这里还有东西 ，bathroom。啊 ，first profit 就是个硬币。这里还有 eggs in a basket。I'm glad he never touched me 什么乱七八糟的，就可以了是吧 ？Martha brought them。干嘛？给他吗？啊，懂了，要把它全部放进去。哎，把鸡蛋放进去就行了。12 days later， 有完没完了？原来离开的是 Jack。
Today, I was thinking about what you and Philip did for our workers when they were afraid that they wouldn't be paid. Offering them coin to make them stay and feel safe. What if I did something similar? How about I could offer them pay in case something happens? Like an insurance. What do you think?
That would be very kind.
I want to suggest it to the prior tomorrow. He said he'd come over around noon tomorrow. Maybe he could eat with us. And you could help me explain the idea, if you want. I think it would be good for you to do something other than cooking and weaving.
这段剧情也太尴尬
You
了。
haven't left the house in 2 weeks.
17 days.
Cook again 这段剧情也太尴尬了。
It still lacks spices.
The next day.
Would you like venison with it?
No, thank you. I'm just here to...
Tom Bueller 怎么还需要拐杖？
Aesthetic as always, I see.
It just turns more and more into a habit, really.
Talk to Philip. So sad here. So glad he's alive. 我估计可能都不能对话。
Yes, as an insurance.
啊，一样。
Since the Fleece Fair, they've been quite worried. It would ease their minds a bit.
Yes. Especially since they know they don't have to finish the cathedral in order to get rich. It sounds to me like we would be tempting them to fail deliberately.
I hadn't thought about that.
I think it's not a bad idea. We wouldn't promise them too much, just enough to help them get by till they find new work.
It would ease their minds a bit.
Yes, you said that. Your idea shows great compassion, Alfred.
Thank you, Father.
It's very rare these days to find spirits who still believe in the good of people. Unfortunately.
Philip 的这个语气跟一开始也不一样，居然一
I
开
could
始
never promise them coin, because one cannot give what one does not
变
have.
得更加油腔滑调了。
Ever since the market collapsed, Kingsbridge is losing more than it earns.
世间太黑暗了。
We may even run out before we complete the cathedral.
What?
He's right. It won't be finished.
But what about Mother? We wanted to build it for her.
"我靠，这个选的真难选。
If Alfred loses his work, we won't be able to fund our battle against William Hamley anymore.
What if we build faster? Make a new plan that will cost less? You always said a finished cathedral could draw people from far and wide, didn't you? People and their coin, right?
Is that an option? Master Builder, you've been awfully quiet so far.
对 ，Tom Bueller 怎么不怎么说话？
It's hard to
他
say.
被踹了之后，好像已经没有希望了。
Yes, Alfred could look at the designs. Could be there's shortcuts that could be taken. Not much help yet.
好
but
像
I'll
已经
do
没有
what
之
I
前那
can.
个
I can do it.
All right. I promise you, I will think about your proposal. Oh, milady, your soup.
Milady. Tend to a pottage， 你就没烧焦吗？好 ，turn out better this time. August. 好 ，Martha. 干嘛？哦，意思就是这么长时间他根本就没有出门是吧？你这哪叫 marriage？ 这不是监禁吗？我操！而且还不是这个 Alfred 把你监禁，是你自己把自己监禁的。Quiet, talk about business, everything about Jack and Alfred. How degrading！ 这怎么就 degrading？
Thank you.
这两个年龄差距应该挺大的，看都看不出来，可能有10岁以上。
I'd never thought that my brother could work so hard.
Try to impress me。还这样回答。
He really cares about Kingsbridge.
那其实左下角
I
才
would
正确答
never
案。
have thought. Really?
左下是1，左上是2。
Alfred has changed. He used to be such a bully. He seems really concerned about things now. About Kingsbridge, about you, about your family. I can't wait for you to give me a little nephew or niece.
紧张。change the subject， 不想说了。
Well, enough about Alfred. Did you get the blue dye I've been asking for?
Actually, I did.
家丑不可外
It's from
扬。
a woad merchant in Winchester. Took me some time to find him.
Oh, thank you so much, Martha. I guess now I finally have to finish my weaving.
How's it going?
Lacking the patience. I'm taking my time. It's going well. 骗他们。
It's going quite well.
是我也不知道 going well 还是不 well。
What does Sir Richard think of the idea?
I haven't told him yet. When he comes here, he's mostly interested in coin. But that's the deal. He fights and I pay. It's an endless circle. The coat of arms shall remind us of who we are and where we come from, so we don't end up losing purpose.
Have you decided on an animal yet? You really should have an animal on it.
It will sport 是选一个什么 ？Bear, eagle, fox, lion。这里呢肯定不按照我的想法，应该按照 Eleanor 的想法。我觉得 lion 可以，fox 还是算了。Fox, bear, eagle, lion。下去
It will sport a lion.
早晚变成怨妇。
Wow, that's a strong animal. I like that. Ali, I'm so sorry that I mentioned wanting a niece.
Niece。
I just thought, in the last month, that you were, well,
不开心。
growing a bit.
Oh, I'm just getting fat.
You're not getting fat.
You forget that there's not a lot for me to do other than sit around and eat.
Then we should take a hike soon. Stretch your legs and get some sunshine.
I'd like that. I would like that a lot. But not today. I need to finish the coat of arms first. Get it done while I still can.
Get it done while I still can 的意思就是马上肚子要变大了。然后出生了才发现这个孩子头发居然不是金色的，居然是红色的。哎，这个是必经的，所以不能失败。靠，我居然点错了啊！一定会失败一次。I can't have Jack's baby. I am pregnant. 对谁说啊？没有 Alfred。说，反正早晚要生下来。这个剧情走向不会变的。I to marry to fulfill my oath was a mistake. 只要刚刚选这个再选这个的话，就矛盾了，自我矛盾了。但我觉得没有什么选项比较合适的。Nothing he does pleases me. Alfred is trying his best. 你就是不喜欢他，这有什么好多讲 ？I try to be all I do is bicker. 你这个太难选了吧，这东西。I don't know what to do anymore. I have to keep on going. 说实话。
I don't know what to do anymore. I had to marry Alfred to fulfill my oath.
所以呢
I wish that Jack would have understood. Love alone could never stop William Hamley. Only money and influence. With Alfred as a husband, I can fulfill my father's last wish. And ever since we've been married, he's been working deep into the nights to finish the cathedral. And when he's home, he expects nothing in return, although I can see so much longing in his eyes. He is trying his best to make our arrangement work, while all I do is bicker.
哦，这不会就是 Alfred 吗？
I did what I had to do when I married him.
还是
But what I
Alan，
didn't know back then
好像
was
头发长的嘛。
I am pregnant with your grandchild.
You brought this on yourself. You had the love of your life, but you threw it away.
啊，他知道那个 Alan 你在的是不是？现在真的已经变成怨妇了。I didn't ask you to here to judge me。早晚变成
You
怨妇了。
scorn me for what I did.
No more than anyone else. First and foremost, I blame that priest who turned my son into a monk. But you're a very close second.
这样的吗？还真复杂，这关系。
I made my choice, and I will make it work.
At least you have the backbone to stand up for what you did. We cannot change the past, after all. None of us can. Jack has left England.
这样的吗？
There's no possible way to find out where he went. I want you to know one thing. Jack loved you. For me, that makes you still family. If you can't have his baby, give it to me. I will raise it far away from this crooked world that had no room for my son.
I don't want to give our child away.
Then you cannot stay here. You cannot go on like this.
But I have to. Don't you understand?
这两个要吵起来了，感觉也是有点意思。玛莎毕竟还是一个这个相对比较柔的
It's finished.
，Alan 跟 Alan 都一样，
I want you to wear it when you go to battle.
内心都刚得很。Battle
To remind us of what we are fighting for.
啊，Richard 是吧？
Huh.
哈，
Why a lion?
哎，这个 lion 不就是啊、也不算完全像，这 lion 不就是那个 lion 吗？而且我觉得你不管选什么，可能答案都是这个，可能答案都是这个。它其实不仅仅是有 lion 的，也是有别的动物的一部分。Strong and in command, it's noble and proud animal， 可以选这个的。为什么选啊？对哦，为什么下一次选 lion 呢？我是觉得艾琳娜这个性格有点像驯兽师的，但实际上我没有想到，这里是在英国，三狮军团可不是浪得虚名的，对，就应该选 lion， lion 应该
Because it's
正
a
经。
noble and proud animal.
选 eagle 那不
It
是
symbolizes what
大
we
美利
shall
坚了吗？
ceaselessly strive to be.
就应该选 lion。
You hear that, Alfred? I'm a lion.
Grow up, Richard. This is important.
Sorry.
How's the war going, by the way?
How's your standing with the king? It can't go on forever。选这个，这两个其实都差不多。
How is your standing with the king?
It's getting better and better. The good thing is, William Hamley is turning out to be quite the lousy player.
这样的吗？
In our last battle, he ran away when things started to get a bit tight. They say he was afraid to die before he settled matters with his mother.
哦，This is great news！ 你这个就稍微有点那个。
His mother?
No one's seen her in years, not since her husband died. But rumor has it she's still alive and joyfully pulling his strings. Mention her to William, and he goes as pale as a sheep. Ali, we are so close, but we need to be careful. We mustn't let our guard down.
Is there anything you need from me, Richard?
Well, a new saddle would be nice.
You said.
I'll see to it.
And a horse to put it on, of course. The last one caught quite a few arrows.
Right.
I'll be out for a while. I've got some business at the market with Martha.
All right.
Eleanor's coat of arms。这 Alfred 怎么长成这副样子呢？怎么长成这么看起来很强、很高很大的，但是这么感觉这性格这么软？以前不是挺凶的吗？没有，对，不长胡子的话挺凶的。Eleanor's coat of arms. Eleanor's design for a coat of arms serves as an emblem for her family, meant to be worn on a shield, circled, tabard or flag, and carried into battle. Each element on a coat of arms is meant to provide unique insight into the history and ideals for the carrier. which is why Eleanor chose a lion. They are strong and will never stop fighting. Lion， 可以聊吗 ？He's doing well， 不能聊了。No 啊，什么 ？I want brood about him. Brood.
I can't believe you two have almost done it. You've almost won your father's earldom back.
Oh, don't say that until it's actually happened. I'll see you later in the evening.
这段还挺长啊。
There you are.
玛莎。
I always wondered what it would have been like to grow up in a forest.
秋天。
Oh, it's cold. Very, very cold. When I was young, I spent a night in Ellen's cave. If it hadn't been for her soup, I would have died for sure.
哦，在那点了是吧 ？Enjoy the moment， 还能 enjoy the moment 是吧？啊，不过也没挺长啊，也就1个小时不到。之前几期可能相对比较短。Cathedral，ever since Alfred talked to Philip 是吧 ？They have been working hard 啊，已经快建成了是吧 ？It's almost finished now。可以啊，这不挺可靠的吗？只是你内心中已经住了个别人了，所以 Alfred 再怎么努力，再怎么厉害都没用。残念だったな。
What kind of soup?
I think it had deer in it.
Deer?
确实是。
Yes. Jack had caught it before we met him. I think it was the only one he ever caught.
But hunting deer is
illegal.
I know. It's punishable by death. Jack never was one for rules and laws.
right. He was always busy with something, just not with what Tom asked him to do.
Jack? Yes. Yes, he was.
反正3句不理 Jack， 根本就不想讨论 Alfred。啊 ，Richard 的建议是吧？这个呢 ，sheep pastures，Riverside， 这都不能点是吧 ？Surrounding forests。那只能跟玛莎聊天了。
You will be an aunt soon.
What?
But don't tell Alfred. I haven't told him yet.
You still think marrying him was a mistake?
I do.
I do too. But you did it for very good reasons. So, maybe it wasn't a mistake after all. Maybe it will work. Not in a loving way, but more like a partnership. You two seeing eye to each other.
Maybe. But the baby is not...
What was that?
我操！不会吧？不会吧？欲速则不达，就这道理。March， 啊，变来挺快，一下就过了几个月了。对啊，那肯定啊。
Like the Babylonians, they sought to be grander than God, and for this we all have to suffer.
A stone roof. Alfred tried to build a stone roof without telling Papa.
为什么
You're with child. How can you be with child if we never...
My cub is gone and will never return. You threw it all away for a life of lies and a kingdom of dust.
真混乱啊，真的。
Without a cathedral, my mother will spend an eternity in hell. And by God, I hope you won't suffer the same fate for this. I can't stay. Not without work. And not
啊
like this.
，Alfred 还是走了是吧？
I'm sorry.
所以只有他留在这儿了。头发果然是红色的。把 Alfred 走了，既是为了工作，也不是为了这个谁吃得消啊？操！这尼玛有几个男人吃得消？我就问你，
There.
很正
I've
常。
been crying for far too long now. Where do we go from here?
这你要说他年纪轻轻就当妈了，这也不合理，因为他之前5年前 Jack 还是个小屁孩的时候，他应该就快18了，所以现在肯定已经成年了。Jack 很有可能还没成年，他现在应该早就已经成年了，但年轻还是年轻。The house is all mine. Left Kingsbridge for good. 只是他下来了，也没有提到这个伤亡情况，建得太快了是吧？他只是嘛，这个第一点说是为了这 Kingsbridge 肯定是假的，第一点肯定是为了他了，第一点就是为了想这个博得他的好感，第二点是他为了他爸，或者说为了他亲妈的这个，就是为了造一个教堂，才能让他的亲妈的灵魂得到安息，是为了那个，第三点才是为了 Kingsbridge， 所以就是临时赶工了，并且没有跟这个 Tom Builder 商量，于是出了这个问题。这样一旦出了这个问题，我估计也没有人会果然没有 rebuild 了。所以第二本书的这个封面看起来是这个一片绿意盎然，就中间的部分。第二本书中间部分，第三本书就是已经是黄沙满天飞，然后教堂也没有建完了。其实这个教堂很可能永远不会建完的，只是在这3本书吧，我猜这3本书直到结尾都不会建完的。但现在你要在这个 British 境内找到这么一个只建了一半的教堂是不可能的。就这个故事结束了，可能没有建，但是过了100-200年，也许后人会把它建起来。那谁把它放在这就跟废弃物一样放在那儿，肯定有人会把它建完的。走吧 ，Nothing left for me here。这第2章最后还可以啊 ，Sharing，
We will build a cathedral.
谁啊
？Right here.
谁的声音啊
？Towering high above Shiring.
我操！
But it will not be a cheap undertaking.
是威勒人。
Money is no object. I shall build it for our Lord and my mother.
他怎么这么孝顺呢？意外。
So that the Lord will heal her.
I am sure he will. Ah, yes, there he is.
Tom Builder 是吧
We will need a master builder.
My bishop, I think I have the right man.
Remigius 原来。
My bishop, my name is Alfred Builder.
没啥问题，反正都是个人打工啊。这样的话，这章已经快结束了 ，Book 2也快结束了。你怎么也戴个头巾了？哎，坐船走了，他也走了是吧 ？Jack 也走了，他也走了。但不要走开，这才是 Book 2呢。第3本书，这2个人肯定还是会重逢，早晚会重逢。这样完了是吧？成就已结束。Chapter 14, Departure. What you did? You were harsh when you broke up with Jack. Harsh. You do not believe God exists. You chose a lion for your coat of arms. You supported Alfred's idea to ensue the walkers. In your marriage with Alfred, you grew desperate. You left Kingsbridge for good. You finished Book 2. Accept. 来了啊！In the next book.
Next time
来了
on the Pillars of the Earth. Witness the climactic final part of the series.
Final part of the series.
It's time we take back what was taken from us.
It's time to face our enemies.
It is time to make a stand for what we believe in.
这不是
The Pillars of the Earth.
刚刚那个就是 Philip。
3.
刚刚那就是 Philip。
The Eye of the Storm.
The Eye of the Storm。横跨半个世纪不是假的。一开始 Philip 可能是30岁出头，到后面可能就已经快很老了。这段能不能跳了？毕竟我已经看过了。可以点了。这段不要再看了。The Eye of the Storm。老样子啊，先开始一点，然后存个档再说。对，第2本书看起来是很那个的，也建的差不多了。第1本是老的教堂。第3本还是就上半部分还在建，黄沙满天飞是 continue 型的。
The White Ship. She was one of the fastest vessels that was ever built. The man who should be king of the English now, the son of King Henry, was on board when she sailed off. And with the prince there were 140 knights and many nobles, all on their way from Normandy to England. They say the ship hit the rocks, and then a fire broke out. Even before the White Ship had departed, the prince and his men had begun to drink and get violent. Monks that were meant to bless the voyage were then forced to disembark. Some say the ship had been cursed. The king's son and many of his family were pulled down into the Black Sea that night.
12年，这好像没过多久啊。谁啊？哦，艾琳娜是吧？艾琳娜
You're
跟几
forgetting
个
one important detail.
船员。
Not only these monks, but also Stephen of Blois, the king's nephew, left the ship before it embarked. They say he got ill.
That old rumor.
The
Storyteller.
same Stephen who calls himself the king of the English now.
What? That cannot be a coincidence.
Yes, it can be. Of course he's king now. He survived. He is the king's nephew.
What do you think, my lord?
I think Stephen is a clever man. Clever enough to have his whole family perish. But why he would want to rule that god-forsaken rock, I will never understand.
What makes you say that? I love my country.
Mason.
Then why are you leaving?
Aristocrat.
Well, because I want to see something new.
I'll tell you what you're going to see. A proper country, where people know how to behave.